What is up, winning team? Hello, guys. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing at this point because, this is the winning team. You're going to win. If you're on this channel, you'll find yourself over time, even if you disagree with the things I say, some of them, eventually you will be winning in life. And then you'll be like, why am I winning like this? So today we've got a lot to talk about because I just feel on fire for the Lord. I've been thinking about my love for Adam. I've been thinking an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. I've been thinking a lot of things. And I finally mastered the art of how I can think and feel at the same time because I'm also the dancer that I never was before. I'm also becoming the dancer I never was before. And it's amazing. Buckle up because this video is going to be so worth watching and listening to, as all my videos that are currently public. Every single one of them you should watch anyway. So let's get into this, right? I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. We'll start with Adam because I love Adam. I critique Adam, and that's because I want the best for him. You know what I'm saying? He's dead. Rest in peace. But I love Adam, right? I love Adam so much, and I love Adam because he's just such a good man. He's such a good man. Adam is a great man, actually. He just made a poor decision. It's okay. It happens. And can I be honest with you guys as well? Do you know something? The reason why I think people, particularly men, find it hard to be with me eventually, they don't find it hard actually because they want to just run into marriage and children and stuff. But I'm not like a lot of other people because I love people through their flaws. You can be flawed and have flaws and problems, and that doesn't change my love. But respectfully, as somebody that cares about you, I will hold you accountable, and I want you to do the same. And that is why I don't have a great relationship with other Homo sapiens as a Homo sapien myself, because people are not like that. People would prefer to play the blame game. I ain't got time, you guys. I don't know how I got here at 27, but I ain't got time, nearly 27. I ain't got time to argue with people. I ain't got time to fight. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care about being right. I don't care about being right. I care about what's right. And that's my problem, because I then go out into this world, and men and women, they don't do that, unfortunately, anymore, because, or did they ever? Maybe not. I should ask Adam. Because he was there when it all went downhill, and I love me some Adam. I love Adam. I love how God created Adam first, right? And then he was like, here's the garden, tend to the garden. So Adams of the world, tend to your garden, for goodness sake. Look after the planet. Look after the planet, look after the animals and everything, because that's what, So that's why I don't know what it is, guys. But the closer I get to the Lord and the more I'm on fire, I'm just so ready to be an obedient person, daughter of the Lord. Also, shout out to Boost. You guys, the Cherry Boost. It's now 75 pence, 75p. Horror! When I was a kid, you could buy this for 15p or something similar to this. I love me some Cherry Boost, okay? This is my favorite poison. Actually, second to men. I don't care. You guys understand that I say the stuff that I'm thinking because I know where my heart is and my intentions are. And if you're getting upset, it's because you need to figure yourself out. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. That's why when I say stuff like this, I just said about men are my favorite poison. God damn it. I love me some men. And you know what's funny? I think about that I'm not even out here talking to men like that actually at all in my normal life. I'm minding my damn business. I'm minding my damn business. And do you know what's actually kind of interesting as well? The word fornication, fornikia in Greek. Do you know what that means? Let me just a billion check just to make sure I'm not telling you guys lies. So, I'm back. I've double checked, and boy, does God always deliver. The Greek word for fornication is porneia, which means, listen to the word, guys, this is crazy, harlotry, including adultery and incest. Now, I love God and the Bible because it makes sense, doesn't it? Adulterous, that's what we are as people, as Homo sapiens. We are adulterous figures. We are adulterous people. We are like, God is more upset about us just being all over the show with whoever the heck we're with on behalf of our person he actually wants us to be with, more than we are. That's the craziness of it all. He calls us adulterous. You know why? Because we worship other gods. God of money, God of fame, God of people, fear of man. Like, there are so many things that we do as humans that are so adulterous from the Lord's perspective, because God is a man, and he's a man that we actually should respect, and we actually should treat as a person. That's why I have the relationship I have with the Lord. You know, something I've been thinking about? I've been thinking about the fact that I genuinely now, and I don't really want this to change. That's kind of why I'm a little bit like, God, do we have to do what we're doing? Like, do I have to have people in my life? Because I'm at the point where God is literally the only person I put my faith into. I don't put my faith in family. I don't put my faith in friends. I don't put my faith in the government. I don't put my faith in anything other than the Lord. So I now no longer can relate to the functionalities of the world at large. I can't relate because, like, what am I supposed to do? Why do I always swallow so loudly in my videos? I can't relate to the world. I can't relate. I don't relate to you people. I'm sorry. Because for me, where I'm sitting, it's like you're in a place of privilege when you don't trust and love the Lord the way I do. Because the reason I do is because I've been failed by everything in this planet. And it's not that I now look at it like, oh my gosh, the world is better and I hate people and I have trust issues. It's more just like, the Bible literally says that Jesus trusted his heart to no man. Obviously, Jesus. Hello, Jesus. We love me some Jesus, right? Yeah, I don't trust the world. Like, I don't care. Like, I can't function here with everybody because who cares? Like, if a man breaks my heart, who cares? Who cares? Jesus died on the cross and he defeated death. The Bible says that to live is Christ and to die is gain. I am not fazed by this world. I'm not fazed by it at all. In the slightest. It's actually kind of funny because my song that I've been working on, I can't physically record this song right now because it's just so deep, right? It's so deep. But I'm going to play you guys a clip from my friend from America. She's Californian. She lives in Italy. The one who invited me to Italy. Opera singer. Song on Broadway. Opera. I can't remember what school she went to in the United States, but it was one of those like Juilliard, like top level. Listen to what she had to say about my song. And I'm not even going to say. I'm just going to play. And then, yeah, because I can't finish this song right now. I don't know why, but anyway. Hold on 1 second. This is nuts, by the way. I can't believe. Anyway, listen to this, guys.
Hey, girl, thank you for sharing this song with me. There is a lot in there. And as I'm listening to it and trying to imagine, like, what style, it could be in R&B. I could hear like the groove, and then there's this that's like makes me think of like Gregorian chant. But then I could hear that still with like some kind of like hardcore like groove or beat underneath it and stuff like that. There's a lot in there. But I will say, out of everything that was said, this phrase literally was like just pierced through the night. I'm not afraid to die, but I'm afraid to live. Girl. Wow. I mean, you've really bared your heart with these words, but that right there, like, wow. That's a powerful thing to say. And you must feel that way because you're pouring it out into a song. But I'm like, wow. I think like I would love to delve deeper into what that means because that's really yeah. After you said that, it's like I couldn't hear anything else because that was just so what it was so and there were a lot of powerful things that you said in the song, in the text, but that really stood out.
It's crazy for me, this whole situation, because that's the name of the song. The song is called Scared to Live. It's called Scared to Live. Scared to Live. And the bit she's talking about, it's like in the first section of the song. Like the song, trying to write this song has been crazy because shout out to my producer. He's an incredible musician and incredible person because I'm all over the show and I'm all over the place. Like, no, I'm not really, but it's just that I have a vision and like the way that I've written the song, and I was explaining this to him, I said, I don't want to write a song that's just a song for the sake of it. And the song starts with me singing the lowest note that I can possibly sing. And it ends on the highest note that I can possibly sing currently. As a newbie, as an amateur. And the bit that she's talking about, it has like an introductory point of the song where I sing the first part and then I sing this like 2 sections and then I sing I'm not scared to die, but I am scared to live. And then the song just builds from there. And so when I showed him the song, he was like, when we were going through it, it's hard. Because he was like, you're singing like how many different whatevers. At some point, he was like, you're singing the 5th harmony. And I was like, is this what a 5th harmony is? Now I know what 5th harmony is. He's saying all this stuff about the song, and I can't sing the song. I just can't do it. And why am I bringing this up? Because it's true. The song is exactly what I feel and what I believe. I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of being here on this planet. I'm scared of being here on this planet, and I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it here. And I've been like thinking, is this like a trauma response? Is this a trauma response? Am I responding from trauma? No. I'm responding from logic because this planet is crazy. And that's why I have grace for Adam. Because, bless his soul, the first man ever. It's a lot of pressure. Like, it's a lot of pressure on bro's shoulders. And then he gets Eve. And I can imagine, like, the way that men act when I talk to them and stuff. And, like, the funny thing for me about men is just, my goodness. They love women. And they can't help it. And they hate it. Like, a lot of men today, it's not that they hate women. It's that they hate that they love women. Because they can't help it. They can't help it. And so I imagine you're Adam, you're in the garden, you're minding your business, you're doing your 9 to 5, you're going to work, you're doing what you got to do. And then all of a sudden, God's like, I created a woman. I took a rib out of your body and I created her for you. Here you go. And God doesn't even, like, the funny thing about Adam as well is God doesn't, well, in the Bible, I'm not going to comment on what actually happened because I don't know. But in the Bible, God doesn't say to Adam, like, by the way, Adam, this is your wife. Adam looks at Eve and he's like, that's my wife. Also, that's Eve. He named Eve. Adam named Eve. And I just think, We love it. Bring back masculinity in this planet, for goodness sake. You know what I'm saying? Bring back men. Bring men back in this world, because, oh my gosh. So I want to talk about something quickly. It's unrelated. It's related. Because I always talk about Keanu Reeves. Now, obviously, Keanu Reeves, is there anything to ask about right now? I want to be very clear. I've said this before, but I'll say this for those of you who are new, that my own man, if I ever have one, trust me, Keanu Reeves can't compare. Anyway. But Keanu Reeves is just my, you know. And I've had a lot of black people say stuff to me like, oh, you don't really like black guys, you're into the white guy, whatever. Anyway, I find all different races attractive, and I've seen Busta Rhymes. Come here, girl. What ya do? What's up going? I love Busta Rhymes. I've loved Busta Rhymes since I was a teenager. His voice, Busta Rhymes. And I discovered now that he's a May baby, so we're both born in May. Me and Busta Rhymes. I love me some Busta Rhymes, and I love his accent, the Jamaican accent. Oh gosh, I'm gonna start talking about Jamaica. This is why people shouldn't make assumptions about me based on your own trauma. It's not my fault that I love Keanu Reeves. Doesn't mean I hate black men. Hello, I'm black. I love being black. I was just sitting out in the sunlight, and I was thinking when I was sitting outside in the sun just now. I was sitting in the sunlight listening to my favorite man, Marcus Rogers. My favorite man of God, Marcus Rogers. A lot of those. I think I'm literally the only woman who still loves men like this to this extent, right? And so I'm listening to Marcus Rogers. I'm in the garden. The sun is hitting me, and I'm thinking I'm going to catch a couple shades today. Like, just from sitting out here for like 20, 30 minutes, I'm going to be darker, probably, because the melanin is going to melanate. And I get why people fake tan, although, so guys, I had to apply some lip gloss, which I bought for £1, one great British pound sterling in Poundland. I was thinking about, I get why people fake tan. Like, that's one of the reasons I don't take Jessie Nelson as like cultural appropriation for fake tanning, because like for me to gain color in my skin is really easy. I just got to get in the sunlight, and like after about an hour, I'm probably like 2-3 shades darker than I am. But I get it. But I also am a lover of people's skin tones. So like for me, I think everybody should love their own skin tone, whatever skin tone you are. Like, I'll give you guys an example. I'm going to talk about Coachella for a second, right? I love watching the girlies at Coachella, and I love seeing their outfits because, listen, there's nothing more feminine and womanhood like being a woman. Like being basically naked, listening to music with your girlies and having a good time. I remember like when I used to actually go out, which I don't do now, like when I used to go out like partying, clubbing a lot and stuff. It all lasted for all of 1 year, by the way. 18 to 19. 19, I was like, I'm done. I'm not going to get into the reasons why I decided to be done. And it wasn't because, and then the Lord found me like a lot of people. For me, it was just like, this is actually just the ghetto. Like, why are we drunk and naked in the middle of the city at 2 a.m? And you know what I'm saying? It's just not smart. So, but the best part of going out, ladies, let me hear you. The best part is getting ready. When you're like getting ready and you're all there, you're all trying to pick your outfits, you're like doing your skincare, hair care, taking a shower, you're listening to your favorite songs, you're singing along, you're having pre-drinks and all that. That's the best part of going out as a woman. It's the best part. So I get the Coachella thing because it's like going to festivals. I've been to festivals. It's the same thing. We go there, we're like half naked, just like when we're getting ready. We're listening to our favorite artists, singing along with our girlies, whatever else is happening. So I was looking at Coachella, and Alicia Marie, for me, bodied. Double entendre. She bodied her outfit because, first of all, she's white, okay, and she's quite pale. And I think she's stunning. I'm trying to make a point about skin tone. She's pale, right? But no one could have pulled off her look like the way she pulled it off. She pulled it off in such a way that I was just like, excuse me? What she did was, she basically, sorry, I'm trying to just get off these chats so that no one can see that I've read messages and stuff, because people want it anyway. So she wore this like navy jacket, and it's from Lana Del Rey, which all the girlies wanted to see Lana, which I'm going to have to listen to Lana Del Rey. I actually like some of her songs already. I actually like a lot of her songs. And so it was a navy jacket. She cuts it in half. Top half is her like a cropped coat vibes. And then the bottom half, she turned into a skirt. It was navy. And then she wore red bikini and some boots. She looked amazing. She, for me, is the best look of Coachella. I don't care. And her skin tone, as a pale white woman, is what made the outfit, if you ask me. Like, that's why I'm so in favor of just, like, loving your body as it is. You know what I'm saying? She's got a completely different body style to mine. She's, like, and obviously her skin tone is completely different. I loved her Coachella look. Her at Coachella, bodied. And all the photos that she took and the way that she conceptualized, she did like the way she did her hair, everything. And her makeup wasn't even like overdoing it, like in my opinion. Like, it was nice. It was cute. It was festival vibes. And she bodied it. She had the body and she bodied the outfit. And that's why, like, I just don't understand this planet at all, because I just don't understand why the adult population... Can I tell you guys about this here, right here behind me? Where is it? Yes, this on the wall. Do you know why that's there? Because I killed a spider. That's a dead spider. And do you know what? I'm so proud of myself, because I hate spiders. Spiders are the only thing in this life that I don't... no one can tell me that I need to deal with them. You're not going to tell me I need to deal with them, because I'm not going to. Adam? Hey, while you're out here naming the spiders, while you're out here doing what you're doing as a man, deal with the creatures you named. I shouldn't as a woman. I'm sorry. Listen, I will say it. As a woman, I don't want to have to deal with nature. You deal with it. You're a man. Be a man and deal with the freaking spider. So yes, I've left this here because I'm proud of myself, as in like overcoming my fears and stuff. Amazing. Love that for me. However, I should have had to have dealt with that spider anyway. Because where is Adam, actually? Where is Adam? And I ask this question all the time to the Lord. I'm like, God, where is Adam? I'm being so for real and so honest, to the point where, like, I'm just in overdrive of the power of God, to the point where I don't physically care. Like, say whatever you want to say about me. I don't care if the whole world right now, every person on planet Earth, if all of the 8 billion of the Homo sapiens, excluding myself, decides to hate me. I don't care. I don't care about this life. I don't care about this planet. I don't care. Like, I don't care. This means nothing. Solomon in the Bible wrote Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Songs of Solomon. Interesting, isn't it? He was the wealthiest and wisest in the land. People, historically, from all over the world, go read history, came to check that it was true, and it was. He had 700 wives, 300 concubines. Okay. And you know what? I love men that really want to try and manage a whole bunch of women. Because you know what happens? They end up writing the book of Ecclesiastes, where they realize that all of this means nothing. They can have all the women in the world, all the money, all the wisdom, have it all. Learn from Solomon. Like, Solomon realized that, like, I have everything that everybody could ever want and everything that everybody wants to have as a man, and it means nothing to me. In comparison to God, all of Ecclesiastes is just a vapor. It's just a vapor. Everything is just a vapor, right? Bro wrote Book of Ecclesiastes. Everything's all a vapor. Proverbs, wisdom. The book of wisdom. That's what Christians be like, oh, the book of wisdom, and it is the book of wisdom. Boy, is it the book of wisdom. And you know what I like about the wisdom of the Lord of Solomon in the Bible, the book of Proverbs? I love how real it is, because like in the book of Proverbs, yeah, a lot of Christians like to over spiritualize stuff. And Proverbs, everybody should read Proverbs because it's very to the point. Like in Proverbs, it's like, if one wants to eat, if one needs to eat bread, one should get the flip up and go to work. Go and work. Like, I love the book of Proverbs. It's so like, because it sounds like, because people just overly spiritualize the Bible, and it's like, God is like being so direct and to the point, because it's like, yeah, if one wants to eat, if one wants to enjoy a meal, if one wants to provide for one's family, if one wants to whatever, get the freak up, wake up and go to work, because that's how you're going to get the money. I love it. And you know what I love about Solomon? Solomon, he talks about wisdom and the feminine pronoun. It's the one book of the Bible where the whole speaking, she's like this and she's like that and it's this. You know why? Because he had such a great access to women, 700 wives, 300 concubines. And he realized something that men today don't realize. We're supposed to be a team. And us as women, we specialize in wisdom. Wisdom has a almost like not feminine, but like it's like that's our specialism. And men, your specialism is knowledge. Knowledge and wisdom come together. Adam and Eve. If the guys, everybody did what they were supposed to do. And it's funny because the reasons why Eve ate the fruit. Where is my Bible? Listen to this, you guys. Why did Eve eat the fruit in the first place? Right? It says, Genesis 3, verse 6. So when the woman, she wasn't even named Eve yet. In fact, Adam named Eve after the whole sin malarkey had happened. She was just the woman. I love when men say woman. I love it. Anyway, so when, but Genesis 3, verse 6, this is crazy. So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was to be desired to make one wise. That's what we are supposed to be as women. That's actually what we're supposed to do. Like, we're supposed to be... I actually don't relate to this planet at all. We're supposed to be good for food, a delight to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise. Oh, right. Yeah. So, yeah, that's how men are supposed to relate to women. And you know what's funny about men and knowledge? What does it say in the next chapter? I have to keep flicking back because keep taking it down. Why am I putting it away? Why am I putting the Bible away? Never put it. In fact, we should all just tattoo the Bible on ourselves. It says, chapter 4. So this is after all the malarkey, the sin malarkey's gone down. God said what he had to say. He declared what he needed to declare. Adam called Eve, called the woman Eve, and everybody knows what their curses are going to be because we decided not to listen to the Lord, right? Chapter 4. Now Adam knew Eve, his wife, knew. Every time the Bible talks about, and then Adam knew his wife, and then Abraham knew Sarah, and then he's talking about having sex. That's the third book from Solomon. It's the only book that talks about sex is Solomon, like in such a like outward type of way. And it makes me laugh because Christians are really like so weird about this. Like they're like, oh my gosh, you can't be the baby Bible's talking about sex. It's like God invented sex, guys. Like just chillax. Like chill out. God created sex. Hello. How did we all get here? Did we all get here? Like, how did you get here, actually? You know what I'm saying? So, let's go there. Ecclesiastes, Proverbs, then Ecclesiastes, and then the Song of Solomon. And yeah, he's saying crazy things in here. Anyway, we won't read it today because people are already not ready. Like, that's why I don't want to be here. Because I'm like, God, what's the point of being on a planet where people aren't actually ready? Like, I'm 27 years old, just turned 27, and you guys should have been ready, a lot of you, before I was even born. Because you were here before I was born. And yet you're not ready and I'm ready. And I'm just here trying to fight for the kids. I'm trying to destroy child trafficking, and I'm trying to like teach the world and the children, homeschool, this, that, and the other. And the world isn't ready. It's really disgusting behavior from the world. Like, I just don't even care. Like, I honestly don't. Like, I'm just like, God, why have you inconvenienced me by bringing me to a place where nobody's ready for nothing? And I just now have to be here. Like, and it's one of those things where I need to stop talking about me and my dating experiences, but in my dating experiences, right? When guys are getting upset at me or upset at the world, or they hate women, or they hate this and they hate that, and like, I'm like, this is like the most unimportant thing. Like, the reason why I'm not really bothered by a lot of this stuff, sorry guys, just doing something quickly. The reason I'm not really bothered by this stuff is because there's bigger fish to fry. Like, I've got bigger fish to fry than being upset at the male community. Like, I've got bigger fish to fry than being upset at the adults. I've got bigger fish to fry than being upset at the government, whoever. I don't care. Like, Jesus died on the cross and Jesus defeated death. You know what I'm concerned about? The children. I'm concerned about the children, and I'm concerned that we're not doing our job as adults, and it's irritating me to oblivion. Level 1,000,000 oblivion. It's upsetting me because they can't defend themselves. When God came around and he was like, oh, Adam, what happened? And he asked Adam first. You know why? Because men are the head. Jesus is the head. The Bible says Jesus is the head, the body of Christ, the head. Love it. Love me some head. So I just say what I have to say. And I'm talking about giving. I'll just be honest at this point. I shouldn't say this on YouTube. Oh God. The Lord shouldn't leave me on this planet unsupervised, okay? It's crazy that I just literally just keep to myself. Anyway. So Jesus is the head. Jesus is the head, right? I love it. I love going to Jesus. Jesus be doing stuff like Jesus be doing stuff for me. Like, Jesus be handling business. Like, he handles business. Like, Jesus handle business, and he doesn't play games. And I love it. I love it. I love that about Jesus. That's why I'm just like, Jesus, just tell me what to do. Like, just tell me what I'm supposed to do, and tell me what I'm supposed to be. Tell me who I'm supposed to be. And just tell me. Like, I just don't even, you know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second, sorry. I just love me some Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And he's just so good to me. And like, when someone's that good to you, like, this is the thing. I can't relate to people not understanding the love of God anymore, because I'm like, I fundamentally believe that the reason why people struggle with having a relationship with God is because they have issues with him, and not because they don't believe in him. It's not that you don't believe in God. It's that you have issues with him and things that you haven't worked out. Because the reasons why I love God is because it's the relationship we've built up together. And how do I not sit here and the only thing I can talk about right now is my love for God? Like, because he's just such a great man, and his character of who he is as a person is just unmatched and unmatchable. That's why I'm not looking for Adam to be perfect. I'm not looking for men or women or Homo sapiens as humans to be equivalent to the Lord. Because we're not going to be. It's impossible. But that's also why he's just so amazing at what he is. But I'm like, if you're saying I can have a slice of that on earth in the form of a human man, that is the best news ever. Ever. Like, there is literally nothing else. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that can compare. I have wanted so many things. that I know that this world, I've had my Solomon experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I didn't have 700 wives, 300 concubines, but having things of this world, and I know it means nothing. That's why I know that if life is a game, you got to play to win, and the win is for Jesus. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go all off into my being off with the Lord. So I have work today. If I didn't have work, anyway, I'll see you in my next one.